Yes, now, bless now, people. Don't forget to rest now. Des ROCKSTEADY, King of the Pit TV. Boygenius is the act. Are we pitting tonight? Bro, if you want to get kicked out of the venue, we can be King of the Pit. No problem at all. But we are getting kicked out of the venue. We're probably getting posted on Instagram. We're getting outed for being violent at events, alright? So track number 3 is Souvenir on the debut EP. It was recommended by my good friend James. Thank you, James, for plugging us onto this via the old Patreon. Now, James has also recommended I check out some live stuff of theirs. That stuff is hosted on a platform that is a little bit debatable as to whether I can put it on YouTube. So if you want to access that, you're going to have to go on the Patreon to find that, because that's the only place I'm going to put that. All right. But this is Souvenir, track number 3. 3:33 is the, well, it's 3:32 actually, but where you look depends on how long this is. I was going to talk about 3:33 and track 3 and the power of 3 and triangulation, but we're not going to do that. We're not going to talk about the higher providence and the deity and so on and so forth. We're not going to get into the sacred geometry. Don't worry, people, don't worry. I am a boy genius, don't get it twisted. I am autistic, all right? Sounds like a double bass.
Stay out of your nightmares. See, I was in your dream last night. Always end up dying. You said because of course I did.
It is a bit down in the dumps. It is a little bit melancholy. It is a little bit whimsical. But this is different to what I initially expected. I thought this would be an indie record. I thought this would be an indie band. I thought this would be a quirkier act. I don't say that to detract what I'm here. I say that to emphasize what I'm going to say. This is singer-songwriter. This is singer-songwriter as heck. This isn't edgy. There's no edge to this. I thought there'd be an indie edge, but this is clean singer-songwriter music. This is pick up an acoustic guitar, play and talk about your boy troubles music. I'm going to say it once and I'll say it again. I said at the start of this. It's not by chance that they blew up. There's a machine behind this. I spent the best part of 2 to 3 years daily performing on circuits with acts that sounded like this, with artists that sounded like this. And yes, you can get picked up given you know the right person at the right time, or you can get picked up given that you have something there to put you in position. This music industry isn't by chance. People don't just blow up as artists. It doesn't really work like that. It's very, 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 very limited that it works like that. Most of these artists that I put before you have been, you know, pre-selected per se. So I'd like to know a little bit more about the act. I'd like to know a little bit more about the artist. I'd like to know a little more about the history. The music's good. I mean, the thing is, right, we can all talk about industry plants and we can talk about people getting put here, there and everywhere. But the bottom line is the people still have to like the band. I mean, think of someone, you know. I don't know. You pick and choose whomever you want who've been put before you in the mainstream. Like, where the hell did they come from? And we can even talk about Hollywood. I mean, that guy from The Last of Us or whatever it's called. My missus flipping adores the guy. Like, thinks he's the sexiest man on planet Earth. Pedro, whatever his name is. But when you see what people comment about Pedro, they're just like, where the hell did this guy come from? He just came out of nowhere. But he's a good, talented individual. He's a good-looking person. He plays the part. And that's what the people want. They want good quality, connective, not authentic as far as industry is concerned, as far as business is concerned, but authentic as far as the message they can, you know, communicate to the audience. I'm casting incredible judgment, right? But the bottom line is what I'm saying is it's very, very rare that your first project, you're getting 1 million views. And I know this stems from these artists being independently external to this, but even to that degree, it's still crazy, you know? It's still crazy. I don't know much about Phoebe Bridgers. That's the only name of the three I know. And I know that she had a relatively successful run a few years back. That's the first and the last time I heard of this lady, when she was wearing that skeleton outfit. So maybe she was garnering tens, if not hundreds of millions of views on that project, and they've seeped into this boygenius thing, which would make more sense, you know? This is spurred on a fascination to this act, so if anybody wants to comment and engage, please, please, please do so.
Skull. Do you hate what you see?
My favourite industry plant is Ice Spice, because she got that big old booty. That's my... Come on now. My favourite performer is Ice Spice. My favourite Instagram artist is Ice Spice. A good character who's like alongside, well, Ozzy's dead now. Ozzy died today, people, but he was at like Ozzy's last event singing with him. Can you believe it? Out of everyone, they chose this guy to like sing one of his songs and stuff like this and whatever. And well, I don't know, he might have sung someone else's song, but he definitely backstage with Ozzy and whatnot. And he's done this, that and that, and he came up off of, well, supposedly, I didn't pay attention to him. I saw him wearing a dress and all of this stuff, and I thought, all right, I can see why they're putting him out in the mainstream. And it comes close to where we're based here, but supposedly like came off of claiming, you know, working class culture and this and that. He's from Doncaster, from what I'm aware. A guy called Youngblood. That is an industry plant. Youngblood is an industry plant. He was on BBC Radio 1 like all the time when I was knocking around a few years back listening to the radio. Why the hell not? Dua Lipa was on the radio back in then. What tunes did she have out? Levitate. Hallucinate. Fucking banger. Yeah, I love them tunes. Good time to be around then. And he was all over the radio. It's like, how'd you get there? You don't get there by chance. Not only that, but I'm into punk rock music, people. You know what I think. That was Souvenir. Brought up great room for discussion. What can be said? I'm gonna be real with you. It's a well-produced project. It's good, but in relation to what I'm discussing, as far as me being on a circuit and hearing a lot of songwriter acts, hearing a lot of, you know, word and guitar and transcendental developed songs, this is nothing unlike the general music you get off of a Spotify cool pop playlist, you know, acoustic pop playlist. It's of a quality to be in that top tier, high degree marketable product, and I appreciate it for such. It showcases a great quality, but it fits within the safe and sound borders of being like a bit of a textbook project. I don't know. You tell me. We got Stay Down coming up next, yeah? Say you